A combination of rising tax, rising prices and slowing income growth means that ordinary families are feeling the pinch. At least that's the claim of a new report from the right-wing think tank, the Centre for Policy Studies. Our money reporter Bridget Elphicke has been reading the report. Well, pretty gloomy.
It is. I mean, the Centre for Policy Studies is trying to clobber the government over tax. They're saying that in the last 10 years, the average family's tax bill has gone up by almost £8,000. And they say that the average family is hardest hit because although their income is rising, it's not rising as fast as the taxes that they have, that their household bills, for example. And we have some figures here. In 2003, they say, the average family income was just over £24,000. That rose to 27.5 by last year, a rise of 3,500. But they say income tax and national insurance rose in the same period by just over £1,000. But if you actually look at these figures with a bit of scepticism, you see that, in fact, it's not tax, it's household bills that are really the problem. They've gone up by almost £5,000 in that same period. And overall, the right-wing think tank says that the average family, in fact, in the last 4 years, is £1,300 worse off. And they say the government needs to cut taxes and boost the economy to help them out.
Reducing business taxes, investing in transport to sort out our creaking transport infrastructure, proper vocational education, a real training revolution. These are things which cause economies to grow more quickly. If we do it now, in 5 years' time, we'll reap the benefits.
Well, one would expect the government to have a different set of figures.
Absolutely. I mean, they say that if you look at the last 10 years, because incomes are rising, the average family is better off in real terms by £1,000. But even if that's true, there are other organisations warning about tax. Last week, the Institute for Fiscal Studies said that if the government's going to stick to its own rules, taxes have to rise by £8 billion. And if we go back to what's really hurting families, according to this think tank's report, it's rising mortgage costs. Now, the Bank of England is due to make its next interest rate decision later this week on Thursday, and the government will be hoping, for political reasons, presumably too, that the Bank of England will cut rates from 5.5% to 5.25% to ease the pressure on families under strain.
Bridget Elphicke. The internet search giant Google has described as